So one of the primary pieces of this chapter is energy, and we're going to see that reactions either create or require energy to occur. Initially, all reactions require energy to occur, but in the end, some reactions produce energy, excess energy, and some require additional energy to get them to products. All right, so energy ultimately is defined as the ability to do work or the capability to do work. So if you have excess energy or you have energy, you have the ability to do work. For example, as humans, we have the ability to move things, walk around, whatever it is. We have energy to do those things. So if we're talking about looking smaller, the cells in your body all do work. They all have specific purposes, and they do work. And if that is true, which it is, that means they need to have energy. And not only that, they need to have a kind of a continuous source of energy, which they do, and we're going to get into. As with everything else we do, energy has units. And of course, because, just because there are multiple units that are used for energy, we're really going to see two of them. We're going to see the ones that are like associated with food and things like that, and those are called calories with a capital C. Okay, there's a capital C in the front, and the shortened version of that is CAL with a capital C. There is another version with a lowercase c, but those are much smaller units, so those are 1,000 times smaller than the capital C. So like 1 capital C calorie is equal to 1,000 little c calories. It's also called kilocalorie, but we'll see that in a second. So the other unit, which is the scientific unit, and the SI unit, which is joule. So the conversion between lowercase calorie and joules is 1 calorie equals 4.184 joules. That's exact. So a calorie, lowercase c calorie, or a joule are pretty small amounts of energy, especially when we're talking about energy that like we need to exist. So typically when we're talking about food and things like that, we use the capital C calorie, and that is equal to 1,000 lowercase c calories. So 1 calorie, capital C, is oftentimes referred to as a kilocalorie, lowercase c in that one. I know it's somewhat frustrating, but honestly, we don't tend to use the lowercase calories at all. We're going to use the capital C, and then in science we use joules. So that's it. Clearly, these are conversion factors, so you can use these in dimensional analysis to convert from joules to calories, or vice versa.